from the 48. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Third and short, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 21-10 our score. More from MetLife. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Able to hit home, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Not worry about 3 downs when you need only one. Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On second and 10, Burrow again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 18. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Bengals have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And they dodge the turnover there on the return. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They start the drive with Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Hall once more. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Throwing from near his own goal line. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. He lofts it deep left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets make it an 18-point game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Burrow again. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This might be a free play for him. Has it downfield working the left. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Still sticking with the passing game. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying for it with Burrow. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. From the red zone now. He just throws this one away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To throw again, it's Burrow. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's fight in our AFC Championship on the line. And this one will not make it to the landing zone, so the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
He's trying to go deep again. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He loses it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Burrow setting up the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They are throwing it again. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play now. Finds his target, Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll throw it again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
2nd and 10 now. Connecting on the slant. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete out to the right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Throwing it again here. That's complete to Musgrave. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the defender comes away with it. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow finds his man Chase. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's the Bengals with it, 1 quarter from continuing their postseason run. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Wilson's got it. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete left side. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud.
Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Jets get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to hit home, complete. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He's dropping back to throw. On target to Musgrave. Running in the red zone. Touchdown, New York! The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They haven't caught him yet. And he does! Touchdown! Everything has been working for them, Brock. One of their best games all around in a long while, and now that includes special teams as those guys take it to the house.
This is just a good old-fashioned game of add-on, and he never gave his offense a shot. He wanted to do it himself, making sure the special teams got their chance to play a little add-on.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 13-yard line.
Trying again following the set. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. T. Higgins the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. A call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Very short kick taken at the 19. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass caught by his tight end. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. They'll throw it. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And now the Bengals have it.
just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That second and third level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that